All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to talk about Masvidal and Colby, the conspiracy. Or maybe not a conspiracy, but Colby said something pretty notable in his video today that I'm going to point out to you guys. Because I think somebody's been watching the conspiracy videos. Dead giveaway. But yeah, I meant Colby. I think Colby's been watching my videos, and I'll show you exactly why. But maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, so let's talk about this though. So we're going to talk about the maybe conspiracy, American Top Team. We're going to talk about what happens if Masvidal wins, what happens if Colby wins. We're going to talk about Conor McGregor a little bit, and we're going to go from there. Now, we are going to the fight. Okay, Gabrielle and I are going. We have a very small group of people going, and 2 people just had to drop out. So there are 2 tickets available. There are lots of people that emailed me last night. No one has officially bought them yet, though. So if you are interested in coming to the fights, you will meet us at the MGM Grand. We are staying at the MGM Grand. We will hang out there. We will go to the fights. We will sit in the 3rd row. We will have a fucking blast. And then we will probably be ongoing friends afterwards if, patterns hold true, because now I'm talking to all the people that have bought tickets in the Discord all day long. So yeah, if you're interested in those 2 tickets, let me know. They're $1,500 each. And like I said, 3rd row, sit with Gabrielle and I. It'll be a fucking blast. Okay, so email me, realjesseonfire@gmail.com. They are not bought yet. So if you want them, hit me up. Also, if you like the channel, subscribe and ring the bell. I stopped saying that in my videos, and my subscriber increase, like my growth, got just annihilated because I did it as a test just to see if it matters, and it does. So if you've watched 3 of my videos and you haven't haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that, and I will be eternally grateful to you for your support. Now, let's talk about this thing, because here you go. So a couple things. Every time I talk about this, I feel like I need to reiterate something, okay? I genuinely, in my heart, believe that speculation about whether the beef is real is good for the fight. I think it's great for the fight, actually, because people love a good conspiracy or a good conspiracy theory, especially when the people who are running the conspiracy are giving nothing away. Like there's no way to know. But anyway, that's my theory, also because I like talking about it. But I think that Colby is watching my videos, dog. I think he's watching my videos, and I'll tell you exactly why. So when I've done the videos about this, right, and I've made very clear, I fucking love Colby, and I fucking love Masvidal, and I've done that very intentionally because I really do love these guys. I also thought to myself, man, if I don't make it crystal clear where I stand, and these guys see one of my videos, they might be like, why is this guy blowing us up? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm sending you guys a fucking love letter with this shit. Like, if they are juking this, I want to just, again, before I even get into that thing, if they're juking this, do you understand how fucking gangster that is and how badass that will be? Like, I cannot stress this enough, that if they juke this thing, what that means is that they were in their apartment by themselves, fucking dead broke, alone, trying to figure out how they're going to take over the world. Neither of them's a huge star. They're like, Masvidal's kind of, Colby's just getting started. They're plotting on the world together, and they're both in the same division. How on earth do 2 best friends possibly win at the same time? It's not possible, or at least it shouldn't be possible. And they figured out a way to both win at the same time by headlining an event, by tricking the entire world into thinking that they have some huge blood feud against each other where they hate each other. They tricked everyone, fucking tricked everyone. Everyone believes it, and the 2 of them are literally in the gym. Like, they've been fighting their whole fucking life against each other. They're like, for their whole careers, beating the fuck out of each other in the gym. And they figured out a way for each of them to make millions of dollars with the world watching. And they're the only ones that know that the whole thing was juked. Well, not the only ones, because if it's juked, that means Dan Lambert's in on it, Dustin Poirier's in on it, Joanna and Jacek's in on it, all the motherfucking American Top Team people are in on it. To the point where, like, Dan Lambert might have even, like, set up, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I did find out that Dan Lambert's a big WWE fan, though. That was an interesting piece of information I just learned. But nonetheless, if it's not real, it is the most gangster shit ever. Like, there was one time when I talked about it, I almost started crying thinking about it, dude. Because, like, this is why I love the sport so much. It's like even to them, if they were juking it, which I'm not saying for sure that they are, but if they were juking it, the way that they're experiencing this is like day to day. Like in a Shakespearean play, you don't even recognize the arc of your story minute to minute because you're in it. And I'm saying, as an external viewer, if they are juking this, if this was a juke, this is like literally the most Shakespearean incredible story in fucking combat sports history. I really believe that. Like, I genuinely believe that. And it seems funny to them, probably. They're doing these beef things, you know. One of them's in one room, the other one's in the other. They're like, you can't even keep a straight face, dog. Your teeth are fake news. Your teeth are fake news. Your teeth are fake news. It's like, and Colby's just smiling the whole time because he's like, well, this way, if I smile, it'll just seem like it's normal. And that shit it feels funny to them, dude. Because it's an inside joke. To them, it's fucking funny. And so they wouldn't even realize the gravity of what they fucking pulled off here. Like, they really would not even realize the gravity of what they pulled off. And again, I will stress this again. The only reason that I have always felt so strongly that it's a juke is because I have a best friend just like that I lived with for 7 fucking years. 7 fucking years. And apparently they lived together for 8, he said. Do you have any idea the bond you build with someone that you, like a dude that you live with for that long? And I just knew, like, there's fucking impossible. It is fucking impossible. It's impossible. There is no scenario where I would hate him ever. And I was saying this on my live stream the other night. I was like, dude, if Mike didn't, his name's Mike, okay? I was just texting with him. Yes, I'll tell you that story also. But like, if he didn't pay my coach, I would pay the fucking coach. I'd be like, dude, Mike, why are you such a fucking deadbeat, man? I can't keep covering shit for you like this. Like, seriously, like, dude, give me that fucking money. Bro, I don't know. And Mike's a fuckhead that would accidentally not pay, too. Like, that shit would happen. And there's no scenario where we're in a blood feud. None. He's my best fucking friend, dude. I would kill 1,000 people for him, dude. Even if it was my coach that I had a really strong bond with, I would just solve that problem for him. I love him like that, okay? If you're trying to convince me that Masvidal and Colby have a different relationship than that, I don't fucking buy it, dude. And the reason it makes me so excited is because what it represents, if the beef is fake, is so much better than if it's real. And I feel like a lot of people will watch this and again, they think I'm hating on them. They think that I'm blowing them up. And what I'm saying is, if you see the world through my eyes, it's 1,000 times better. It makes it 1,000 times better. I would buy this pay-per-view fucking 100 times. I mean, fucking, dude, there's nothing Mike could do to turn it into a blood feud. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Yesterday, he text messaged me a screenshot. His ex-girlfriend's new dude is fucking blowing him up. He's all, stop calling my girl at work, son. He's fucking not calling her. He's sitting at home with his girl. He's like, what? The guy's all, yeah, boy. He's like, you fucking sorry, dude. Stop calling my girl at work. And I was like, give me your girl's phone number. He's like, why? I was like, oh, well, if this guy's a gangster, then I'll start fucking with him from a burner phone. Start sending his girl, my buddy's ex, shit from a burner phone. Like, when are you going to come sit on daddy's dick again, girl? Why would you do that? Because he talks shit to Mike. Fuck him. Mike is the same guy that got his nose broken, and I fucking rolled the guy up. I tried to bail the guy out. Like, remember, I told this story where it was like, it's okay, dude. Mike, chill the fuck out. Even with your broken nose, everybody's fucking cool. Let this guy go. The guy wouldn't shut the fuck up, so I rolled him. But like, that same person, okay, 20 fucking years ago or whatever that was. Anyway, so here's what Colby said in his interview, okay? So Colby, in his interview, was asked something about the Masvidal thing, and he said verbatim, this is a blood feud.
How does this compare? Obviously, there was some heat, in the Usman fights, and there was heat with you and Woodley. This seems different, though. Is this one more personal for you?
Oh, dude, this is way more personal. I mean, this is a blood feud.
He said blood feud. Now, what have I called it in every single video that I've done? Like, at first, everybody just thinks that this went straight to blood feud. I've called it a blood feud. I said, there's no, oh, what now? All of a sudden it's a fucking blood feud. I said that 1,000 times, which means Colby's probably watching my videos. And that's really flattering. And if he's watching my videos, well, then that's awesome. because I'm a big fan of yours too, bud. But yeah. I mean, anyway. I don't think there's anything else for me to say about this, except everyone's in on it, okay? If this is fake, American Top Team, fucking everyone's in on it. Everyone is in on it at American Top Team if this is not real, okay? And if that's the case, my God, that's the most gangster shit ever. If that's true, American Top Team is so gangster. If that's true and they got everyone to either participate or not say a fucking word about it, like on some real blood feud shit, like you fucking break confidence on this, we'll fucking kill you. And they're just, nah, man. ATT, son. I'm a rock. I'm a lockbox. Or the beef is fucking real, dude. Okay, like, or I'm just a crazy fucking conspiracy theorist. Okay, totally possible, probable even. But anyway, so what happens if Masvidal wins, or what happens if Masvidal loses? I'll tell you what the answer to that is it doesn't matter. I think he's gonna fight Conor next either way. What's up? That's what I think. I think that Conor is coming back at 170 because he's fucking 200 pounds. He's huge. He's fucking huge. Did you see him at Bellator? He's fucking huge, man. He is huge. He's enormous. He looks like a Mack truck. He looks powerful, man. I don't know if I want to get punched in the face by Conor at 145. I certainly don't want him to punch me in the face at fucking 200. So I think he's coming to 170. And the fight that makes sense if Masvidal loses is Conor. And the fight that makes sense if Masvidal wins is Conor. So I think you're looking at Masvidal Conor either way. Or at the very least, that's high on the list of probabilities for Masvidal next. And for Colby, if Colby wins, you're either looking at a fight with Usman. Again, you definitely can do that fight a third time. Or if Leon Edwards wins, you might see him fight Leon Edwards. But I mean, Colby's right there for another title shot. He's only lost to Kamaru, and he lost razor thin, close decision this last one. But Jesus, man, Conor and Colby, that makes a fuckload of sense too, man. I don't know about more than Masvidal, though. I think a Masvidal and Conor fight will do numbers that will literally break people's eyeballs. Because they'll get so big when they see the number, it'll just break them. What? And now I'm just talking about all my favorite people. Bellator, yeah. That Conor goes to Bellator, and out of everything that happened at Bellator, including Mousasi, breaking Austin's face, the most highly watched thing or like notable thing was that Conor was there walking around. Just talking to people. He might be the biggest fucking like star in the world. Like who's a bigger professional athlete than him? Outside of maybe like some soccer guys or LeBron. I mean, like, I don't think that you could say that LeBron is a bigger star than Conor globally. Like, Conor's legitimately in that absolutely tiny elite group of the biggest stars in the world, athletes. Cristiano Ronaldo. See, here's the thing. I think Lionel Messi could walk around America and a lot of people would not know who he was. A lot of people would, of course, but a lot of people wouldn't. I don't think there's anywhere Conor could go where everyone doesn't know who he is. Like Conor McGregor's kind of on the level of Donald. I don't want to say that name on this, and they don't like that word on YouTube. But the guy who was the president formerly, that guy has got to be the most well-known person on the face of the, like, literally, like, in the entire world. I think DT is the most well-known person globally. And I mean, Conor is damn near there, dude. Like LeBron, like Cristiano Ronaldo. So that is so nuts, man. That is so nuts. It trips me out to think about that, man. Because, like, with me, at least, I all of a sudden have you know, like there's like every once in a while there are people who know who I am in this one kind of random little small niche thing, which is like the UFC, right? Like if I go to a UFC event, some people know who I am. And so I'm lucky in that the people who will come up and want to talk to me, which I am always fucking good with, are all fight fans. So they're people I would hang out with anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, they're all, hey man, love your channel. I'm like, hey, guy who would be my friend anyway. You know what I mean? Oh, hey. It's like, yeah, here, let me tell you about my background. They're like, and I'm like, oh, we're Insta friends. But like to think about having that be your situation everywhere you go, and there's not this thing that automatically makes them, you know, like, I don't know, like just completely random people with, I don't know, it would just be so weird. Every single place you go, and there's nothing that makes you kind of like similar to them at all. That just, I don't know. That just seems, I don't know. It must be hard, dude. I really don't think that sounds that cool. But the money sounds cool, you know? The money sounds real cool. So if I see you this weekend in Vegas, let's chat, man. I like blackjack and I like UFC. So you will basically rest assured, those will be the places I will be. Blackjack at the MGM Grand or at the UFC. I actually don't think that I'll be doing basically anything else. I'll be at the MGM Grand playing blackjack, or I will be at the UFC, or that's it. Anyway, that's what I got. So if you want the tickets, let me know. Don't assume someone's bought them because it's a lot of money and not everybody can afford to do that. And so, but please, please, please do not tell me to call you because you want to buy them and then not buy them. That's all I ask. I fucking can't stand that, man. That is a thing I don't do. Don't get me, like, I've got a lot going on. Don't tell me you want them and have me call you for us to facilitate payment. And then you're like, I don't know. You know, I can't do it. It's like, Jesus, man. Anyway. So, love you guys. Peace.